Tax season is underway, and every year the IRS warns about tax refund scams.
Here to talk about how to protect yourself from possible scams is President and Managing Director of ICOR, Dan Goldberg. Welcome.
Welcome, ladies.
Now, Dan, I understand there's a new tax scam going around this year.
Criminals have gotten increasingly sophisticated. And they used to, steal your ID, and that was simple. Now they have all your information. They file a false tax return in your name. The refund gets deposited in your account. Then they come after you as posing as a collection agency to get you to send them the refund. It blows your mind that they can do something like this.
So how should people, what should people be doing in order to make sure they do not fall victim to that in particular?
So, few things. One is you should file early if you can, because if you file first, then they'll get blocked out. Second, if you suspect it's a scam and money is deposited in your account, call the IRS, 800-829-1040. Tell them what's going on. If it was deposited electronically, have your bank issue an ACH to the IRS, which is the U.S. Treasury. If it was deposited by check, put void on the check. Have your bank send it out to the IRS.
Wow. What are some of the other tax scams we should be looking for?
Well, there are all kinds of things. I mean, there are breaches all the time. Equifax was breached. TJ Maxx was breached. Even the Office of Personnel Management in the U.S. government was breached. So your information, your ID, your birthday, your Social Security, it's all out there. At some point in time, virtually everybody is going to be scammed in some way, shape, or form. So you need to be vigilant. You need to be proactive. You need to check your bank account. You need to check your credit card statements. Look for things like telltale things like $1 charges where they're testing your account. And then the good thing is, for the most part, you're never going to be responsible for that as long as you report it, but you have to be proactive about it and look. And another thing is, anytime that credit card is out of your hand, it gives somebody the opportunity to write down that information and steal it. So something as simple as going to a restaurant and charging your bill that's out of your hand. It's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of people. They copy the information, and all of a sudden you see these things on your credit card statement. The other thing is, be careful about debit cards. Because with debit cards, there's no second party with an algorithm looking at the charge to see whether it's a false charge or not. So with a debit card, it just gets taken right out of your account. But again, banks, financial institutions are very good about it. You will most likely get your money back.
It's interesting because the IRS says that tax-related identity theft is actually down. Why do you think that is?
Because everybody's gotten a lot smarter. The tax preparation firms, the IRS, the state administrators, the software industry, everybody's gotten a lot smarter, and they're all working together and being a lot more proactive about it. So therefore, it's being blocked at an earlier level, and they're much more able to see this ahead of time.
And very quickly, how, sometimes the IRS does want to get in touch with you. What are the ways that they really will be getting in touch with you?
So the IRS virtually never contacts you by phone. And again, a lot of us have been scammed by this, right? You get a call, you have money due at the IRS, they harass you. They will contact you by mail, for the most part. They will also advise you of your taxpayer rights. So anytime they don't do that, and anytime they ask you to pay somebody other than the U.S. Treasury, it's not the IRS.
So much to think about and keep in mind. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it.
All of that great advice from Dan will be on our website at cbsnewyork.com.
And CBS 2 News Sunday morning. We'll be right back. Thank you.